Welcome back everyone to another episode of Trash Girl with Coffs Harbour City Council. And today we're going to be talking about our 3 household bins, our red, yellow and our green bins, doing a bit of a bin chicken audit, you could call it, to figure out what is right to go in each bin and what we don't put in each bin. Starting with our first bin, the yellow bin, our recycle bin. Some thumbs up items, things that you definitely can put into our recycling bin, include our paper and cardboard, aluminium foil and cans, glass jars, as well as items like your plastics which have our 1 to 7 numbering on them. So to check that, for example, on a meat tray, you can just flip the tray over and see if it has a number between 1 and 7 in the triangle. Another little tip with your recyclables, when you have the items that you know definitely can go in the yellow bin, please don't put them in a plastic bag because that completely defeats the purpose of putting it into the recycling bin. So there are our thumbs up items. Items that we don't put into the recycling bin include our non-recyclable plastics that don't have those numbers of 1 to 7 on them, as well as cloth items, anything like clothing, they definitely don't go in there. Any household problem waste, we definitely don't put it into the recycling bin either, as well as nappies, toys, domestic items like that that are broken, we definitely don't chuck them in the recycling bin. Bin number 2, our organics bin, the bin with the green lid on top. Makes sense? Green, organic. So with our green bin, the things that are thumbs up you can definitely put into these bin include our garden clippings. So any bits and pieces that you've collected from doing a bit of trimming and pruning in the garden, they can go in there, as well as any organic matter that's coming out of your kitchen, so any food scraps, including, quite surprisingly sometimes, our meat bones, our prawn shells, anything from our seafood that we've been eating, as well as actually tissues. They can go into the green bin, coffee grounds and tea bags of course. So remember some of those little surprising things you can actually put into the green bin. Thumbs down for our organics bin include anything that definitely won't break down in the environment, organic items. So some surprising things that do end up in our organics bin include plastic bags, they definitely won't break down, as well as of course little pegs that get caught in the lawnmower. It's surprising that they do end up in the organics bin as well. So just being conscious of those items that you do put in the green lidded bin. And lastly, our third bin, the red bin. This is what you really should be thinking of as your last resort. If you can't recycle an item, it doesn't go in the organic matter bin and can't be disposed of in a way at the England Waste Management Facility, the red bin is your last resort. Things that are going into here are like broken crockery, plastic bags that aren't recyclable, plastic items without the correct numbering that will go in there, hard plastics in particular, as well as nappies, broken toys, any domestic goods like that that can't be taken to potentially an op shop to be reused, they're going into our red bin as your last resort. They are good for the red bin. And thumbs down for the red bin are your hazardous materials. Any chemicals, anything that could potentially pose a danger to you and your family and even the garbo man. You don't want to put them at risk. So those hazardous materials, they can be disposed of at the correct facilities within the waste management at England's Road. To find out more information, or if you've completely forgotten what I've just said and need a few tips, head on over to the Coffs Coast Waste Services website where you can find heaps more information about this, even the A to Z of recycling, a bit of a list you could print out and stick on your fridge to make sure you get it right. Reducing your waste, recycling as much as possible and caring for the beautiful Coffs Coast that we live in. Thanks again for joining me for another Trash Girl episode with Coffs Harbour City Council.